Hey everybody, Jake with Diode Dynamics. Today in the garage we're going to be showing you the basic installation steps for our SL1 LED headlight bulbs on this 2014 GMC Sierra 1500. Installation is simple and straightforward using basic hand tools and should take about 30 minutes. Let's get started. Alright, to get started we're going to remove the driver's side factory bulb. So you'll just twist the stock dust cap and pull it straight off. Then you should be able to reach in, turn counterclockwise to remove the stock bulb, and lift up on the connector to disconnect it. Then you'll simply plug in your SL1 LED replacement, tuck the wiring and driver into the housing, and insert the bulb. And then reinstall the factory dust cap. Now we'll move on to the passenger side. All right, to get started on the passenger side, we're going to remove these two plastic rivets, and we would suggest using a flathead screwdriver or a plastic trim removal tool. Then, using a 10mm socket, we're going to remove this small brace right here by removing the bolt closest to the front of the truck. You'll be able to swing that out of the way and then get to the airbox, which is the only thing keeping us from getting to that bulb. Now to swing this support bar out of the way, you're actually going to have to loosen this other 10mm bolt very slightly. All right, with the support bar out of the way, we can now get started on the four 8mm bolts that hold down the airbox. You'll also need to disconnect the mass airflow sensor here, as well as loosen a hose clamp further down the airbox so that we can get that tube out of the way. All right, with the hose clamp loosened, we can get this hose out of the way and then slide our airbox down and up to get the top portion out. To get the bottom half of your airbox out, you're going to pull on the side closest to the engine straight up, which will release two tabs underneath. And there's a third grommet on the far side, which you will push down and forward to release. So pull up on the side closest to the engine, and then on the side closest to the fender, you're going to push down and towards the engine. It may take a little bit of force, but this will come out. Now, one of the last things we're going to have to do to change out the passenger side headlight is pop these two rivets to get this dust cover off. Again, using a plastic trim removal tool, these should come right out. With this dust cover out of the way, just like we did on the driver's side, you're going to twist the dust cap to pull it out. Reach in and remove that factory bulb by turning counterclockwise. Pull up on the tab to release it. Set that to the side. And then just like we did before, you're going to plug in your SL1 LED replacement into the stock harness. Make sure it clicks. And insert the bulb. And then we're going to tuck the driver and headlight bulb inside the housing. All right. And reinstall that dust cap. Now, one important step when installing these bulbs is before you put everything back into place and resecured your headlight, go ahead and turn the headlights on, make sure that you have the polarity correct. If one or both of your bulbs does not turn on, disconnect, flip the connection 180 degrees, and reconnect them. With your SL1 installed, we can go ahead and reinsert the rivets into this dust cover. To get started with our Airbox, you're gonna insert the back grommet and you're gonna feel it catch and slide it back as you line up the side vent here. So you'll press down, feel it catch. And once it's in place, you can push down on the side closest to the engine bay, and that will secure the other two tabs, which are on the opposite side of the one we just fixed. And it's a good idea to reach underneath the Airbox and feel where those tabs line up, just so that you can press down nice and easy, and they'll slide right in. Then you can reinsert your air filter and set the top of your box back down. Once you've reconnected your air hose, you're going to resecure this hose clamp here. Then you can reinstall the 4 bolts that we removed earlier. With your Airbox lid secure, go ahead and reconnect that mass airflow sensor. Then one of the last steps will be to resecure that support bar. Now our last step is going to be to reinsert the push rivets that we took out from the shroud. And your installation is complete. With your new SL1 LED headlight bulbs installed, you'll now enjoy dramatically increased visibility at night thanks to the advanced optical design, as well as a much more modern look thanks to the 6000K cool white color temperature. These bulbs are available right now on dowdynamics.com, so click the link below for more information or use our dealer locator tool to find a dealer near you. Thanks for watching.